I do want to talk a little bit more about their dynamics because their relationship has blossomed. They have all these kids together. Sam actually had 2 other children before she got with Aaron, and he kind of assumed the role as a stepdad, which is still weird to see how this family has blended because her daughters aren't far in age from him. So it's kind of weird to think that he's like serving as a fatherly figure here.
This beautiful man right here has just told Esquire recently that he knew he was going to be a young dad with a lot of kids. He told the interviewer that when he was around 10 or 11, he knew he was going to be a young dad. I was going to have a big family. I knew I was going to be a young father. I knew I was going to have many kids. And Aaron also became a stepfather when he was like 19 or 20 to Sam's 2 kids from her previous marriage with Jay Jopling. One of his stepdaughter is Angelica Jopling, and I looked up how old she was. She was born in April 24th, 1997. Meanwhile, Aaron Taylor Johnson was born in June 13th, 1990. How do you become a stepdad to somebody who is literally 7 years younger than you when you're not even grown yet?
It is weird when the stepdad's age and the daughter's age makes more sense. That 7-year age gap makes more sense than the stepdad and the mother's 23-year age gap. And I wonder how the kids do feel about him being their stepfather. But it's also interesting to see how they are always with each other. They don't have this space apart. So he really doesn't have any like free will to think about, whether he's happy or not to be with her. He's constantly posting online how much he loves these kids. So they must have a great relationship. Maybe he's more of like a friend than a father. But in July 2022, we saw them on the red carpet together, showing face and not hiding their relationship at all. Even though I believe at this point, like there were stories going viral about their age gap and how she really, I guess, knew his family before and just snagged him early on, essentially groomed him. In some interviews, Aaron speaks about his relationship with Sam, saying that he doesn't like being separated from her. It's well known in the industry that Sam will be wherever Aaron is. This led to a lot of his auditions because she has connections to people in the industry.
What does simp mean?
Simp? Put it in a sentence though, because you just keep saying it like...
He's such a simp for her. Someone is overly submissive to someone they fancy, usually used to describe men chasing a partner when they're showing no signs of them being into them. So basically someone who's like whipped.
Right, yeah.
Like a whipped person.
I think it's safe to say that Aaron fits the definition of a simp, but maybe not, because there are some rumors that he has possibly cheated on his wife, Sam. So maybe he got some time away from her because supposedly he's been hanging out with someone named Joey King. Joey King is an actress best known for her roles in Ramona and Beezus, The Act, Bullet Train, and The Kissing Booth. And I guess some people now believe that she's got the role of Aaron Taylor Johnson's mistress. The internet's been fixated on the specific nature of this relationship, claiming that Aaron's been hooking up with Joey after meeting her on the set of a movie titled Bullet Train. Kyle Marissa, who is a TikToker we are fans of on this channel, said that she received a blind item about their alleged relationship before diving into the details of this message. So what is really going on between Joey and Aaron? Well, Kyle is claiming that this blind item says that there was a press trip for this movie Bullet Train, and supposedly when they were in Paris promoting it, they were hooking up on the side. Now, when it comes to blind items, we don't know if it's reliable or not, but it's interesting and it did catch headlines. I mean, people picked it up and, Aaron and Sam aren't the most popular celebrities, so it's interesting that this rumor came to life. But it's probably, it probably isn't true just for the fact that, Joey is also engaged. She's got her own relationship, but also keep in mind that this happens pretty often where 2 actors go off for a movie, they fall in love on set, and then during promotion, they're announcing their relationship. That's pretty much how Sam and Aaron got together. But here is Kyle reading that blind item and it went viral.
From now on, I'm only referring to her as Aaron Taylor Johnson's geriatric wife. That is, until they get divorced. Because here is an Aaron Taylor Johnson and Joey King blind item. I don't know if they hooked up while filming, but this married A-list actor is hooking up with this A-list tween actress turned A-B+ list adult actress during their press trip for the movie they shot. And the related headline is Joey King serves up a daring look at Bullet Train Paris photo call. And the blind item alleges that it happened during their Paris promotional trip for Bullet Train.
Now again, we don't know if this relationship is reliable at all, but a lot of fans were excited to hear about this because a lot of people don't want to see Aaron with Sam. One person tweeted, "On my way to become a Joey King fan account if these Aaron rumors are true." Another person writes, "Aaron Taylor Johnson hooked up with Joey King?" Another person writes, "Oh, funny how I agree with cheating when Aaron Taylor Johnson does it." Another person wrote that if Aaron Taylor Johnson actually cheated, he's gonna see all these people supporting him. Another person writes, "Good for Aaron if he gets away from his groomer, but everyone was saying that it was Joey King and she's engaged, so what about her man?" Even though there's been a lot of commentary on this cheating scandal, neither of them have ever actually addressed it, and they probably shouldn't, because I guess addressing it would bring it to life even further. Though it does seem like they have disabled their comments on Instagram at this point, so they were trying to keep, I guess, some conversation tame.
That's actually the rumor and it's trending on Twitter, but honestly I'm happy for him if he cheated on his wife with Joey King while they were in Japan on press, because she took advantage of him. She used him and then manipulated and messed up his brain enough where he married her, had kids with her, is still to this day fucking her. So I'm glad that him and Joey King had their fun because they honestly fucking deserve it. I hope the rumors are true, and I actually hope that they actually get fucking divorced because he deserves to be fucking free.
Now, I have to agree that there is some layer of like misogyny here because people are hating on Sam because she's an older woman. I mean, he just posted celebrating her 56th birthday. So yeah, there's a large age gap between them. And I really don't want to, I don't hate on Sam because she's 56. I want to hate on Sam because her husband was a kid when she met him and knew his family, and just a young, impressionable teenage boy who she somehow got a hold of. And I do believe that like those videos say that like he was manipulated and she kind of like rewired his brain in some way, and he could have had a very different life. I mean, maybe he is happy with her, maybe he's convinced he's happy, maybe he's truly happy. We can't really say one way or the other. I just don't want this to be a misogynistic like read on it. I want it to be like more about the grooming aspect.
There is what I want to say, quite a fruity sex scene that you are in, Aaron. And I was thinking when I was watching it, well, I was thinking many things, but mainly I was thinking, Sam, what's it like directing your husband in a
Wait a damn minute.
sex scene with another woman?
But either way, the age gap does matter, and people are going to have comments and thoughts about it because this isn't typical. Unfortunately, we live in a world where, you know, they've been privileged opposed to like women, and there's been like, I mean, I guess we have like somewhat accepted like age gaps between men and women, but like, I mean, I still think it's kind of weird, like a 20-year age gap. Like, I mean, when I see some of my friends out here in LA and they're like going on dates with these guys that are so much older, I'm like, what are you guys even talking about? I mean, my boyfriend, we've got a 10-year age gap. I think that's perfect. I think that's acceptable. It's fine. I met him in my late 20s, so I feel very comfortable and safe. I've already seen the world. There's something different about someone in their 40s who's like hanging out with a teenager, someone where they have kids kind of close in age.
What was the reason? Everybody getting divorced except for these two. Dear God.
Unrelated but related. Every time I see the two of them together, I think that they are like a multiverse version, an alternate universe version of if Catherine Hardwicke, the director of the first Twilight movie, had gotten together with, during filming, Jackson Rathbone, who played Jasper. Do y'all see it? Am I the only one?
Either way, I hope you guys understand that there are women in the industry who can be creeps too. And there's no doubt in my mind that Sam is a little creepy in my opinion. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.